Hello, guys. Sorry, my name is Abdul. Welcome to our YOG Opportunities Group session today. I'm one of the Employment Development Officers at the Birmingham City Council. We've got a packed event today for you guys. We've got a few colleagues coming from Job Centre. I'm going to talk about Princess Trust, Better Pathways, who deal with mental health aspect of it. And we've got Sarah from CITB Go Construction with some great opportunities for you too. All right. And we've got Chris and Harry and a few other partners from Digital Innovators as well. So just waiting for a few seconds, just buying some time really for a few others to join us. So while we're doing that, I was just going to show you the schedule for today. So Tara, if you can go to the next slide for me, please. So I'm just going to talk about what we do on Youth Promise Plus before we go any further. And then obviously we have Solihull as well as Birmingham City Council, how we work together on this project, Youth Promise Plus. So I'll just explain a bit more about this. And also we have Job Centre. Now, obviously, a lot of you guys might be familiar with the Kickstart program. Our Chancellor Rishi Sunak has been going on about it for a while now during this pandemic situation. So obviously we've got lovely Yasmin here from Broad Street Job Centre, our colleague, who will talk about Kickstart with you guys and the opportunities that they've got available. Now, as I mentioned, Sarah from CITB Go Construction, I'm sure she can talk about everything from Olympic Games that are coming up to every program that they've got going with HS2, or construction's big, right? So just hang around with us and you will hear a lot from Sarah. So I won't spoil it by giving you any information about that at this present moment. Right. Better Pathways. Now, we normally have someone from Better Pathways coming over to talk about what they have to offer in terms of people, experiencing, health issues in terms of mental health aspect of it, as well as going back to Princess Trust, what they've happening as well with Princess Trust. And obviously we saved the best for last as well, Digital Innovators. We've got Chris and Harry, and I think we've got one of our other colleagues that'll be talking about what they have to offer. And please look, we're going to make this an interactive session. So if you've got any questions, please put it in the chat box, and my colleague Sadia will monitor this and we will address them at the end of this obviously presentation. And if we can't cover everything today, we will get back to you in an email. So please do interact with us through the chat box. Now, a lot of you guys might be new, so just want to quickly mention about what MS Teams is all about. So if you're using a phone, if you just tap on the screen, it should come up with a speech bubble on the right hand side. And if you just click on that, just like WhatsApp or other social media, you can text with us. If you're using a laptop, just hover your mouse in the middle of it, and it will give you the option to be able to interact with us through the speech bubble itself as well. Okay, right. The next slide, please, Tara. Just before we go any further, just wanted to quickly obviously mention about the meeting etiquette. So if you guys are writing to us, it will be monitored before it's published. So please keep it clean. And as I say, if you do disrupt the actual presentation, you can be taken off this as well. Now, if you have any technical difficulties and you get disconnected, you can always rejoin us. Just to let you know, the video will be available on YouTube in a day or so on our YouTube website for you to revisit if you have missed anything. Okay, Tara, thank you. Now, I just want to quickly give you our email address as well as how you can get in touch with us, just in case if you need to leave early or if you're having some technical difficulties. So firstly, our email address, yog@birmingham.gov.uk, or our website, www.birmingham.gov.uk/YPP sign up. So that's the two ways you can get in touch with us. Or if you feel as though you want to ask us a question, please write in that chat box as well. Thank you, Tara. Well, at present, we have a Youth Promise Plus bulletin website on our Birmingham City Council website. So please go and visit this. It is regularly updated by ourselves. It comes up with the vacancies, the information that you may need. Even for the partners that are here today, we will put their details on there so you can get in touch with us to speak to them as well, or to find out a bit more about what they have to offer. Okay, so next slide, please, Tara. Now, before I start talking about what we have to offer, I just wanted to mention that we've got vacancies available at this current moment, live vacancies to do with the lab technician, as well as for example, I've been monitoring this even last year. Sorry, I've been recruiting for this as well. They're looking for 7 apprentices for this. Now, just because it's a lab technician, don't get put off by this. They're looking for anyone with 3 GCSEs, with maths and English, ideally, with driving license. You know, that's all you need. And then seriously, if you get in touch with us, I can talk you through the processes that they have got in place. It's with Balfour Beatty Vinci. It's a great opportunity for you to get into. All right, so please get in touch with us and we can talk about this as well. Now, if you are looking for the Kickstart program, I'm sure, as I've mentioned, obviously Yasmin will go through this with you, but with Birmingham City Council, we've got a great program. It's a pilot program starting next week, but we're hoping to continue with this as well. Sorry, on the 21st, my apologies. Now, get in touch with us. Anyone interested in digital marketing or business administrator, seriously, you know, we've got these opportunities for you, as well as training provision to get you prepared for them as well. And there's many other vacancies in our other field as well. So I just wanted to cover 2 because I know a lot of you guys are probably here because all you want to do is get into work, you know, and that's what we're here for, the Work Ready team at the Youth Promise Plus with Birmingham City Council. Thank you, Tara. Right. Well, before we go any further, I just want to say what Youth Promise Plus is about. I mean, with Youth Promise Plus, you cannot find so many programs, so many support groups and partners under one umbrella trying to get you out there into training or employment. So if you're not in education, employment or training and you're aged between 16 to 29, please, you know, talk to us and I'm sure we can find you something, whether it's work or training or that level of support to get job ready. So our offer to you, I mean, with myself, as I keep saying, it's a Work Ready team. If you just need that little bit of support to get your CV tweaked or, you know, just that interview technique or job, just a little job search, see, we can put you in that sort of aspect. We can support you on a one-to-one basis. But on the other hand, if you got health issues and you need some personal support, as I've mentioned, we've got partners like Prince's Trust, we've got NHS, UHB to the University Hospital Hub, as well as Better Pathways working together, and obviously Solihull Council for those who live on that, you know, that end of on the city, as well as, you know, Birmingham Council as well itself. Right, coaching and mentoring, you know, all this can be done on a one-to-one basis if you require it. And as I said to you, we've got apprenticeship programs, training provisions for people wanting to go into construction, might not have a CSCS card, and you're concerned, look, you know, how do you go on about getting this card? Because without this, you can't work on a construction site. Listen, we can get you that for you. I mean, we're even working with one of our partners, Galliford Try. You may have heard of this. They have a 5-day work placement, you know, for guys who's looking for some sort of experience so they can go into work as a labourer on a large site, or even, you know, as, I don't know, if you want to go to health and safety aspect of things or administrative aspect within construction. All that's there for you. All right. So as I say, that's myself. My colleague Sadi also sits on the same program itself, and get in touch with us. I'm sure we can find you something too. All right, thank you, Tara. Look, you know, one of the aspects, obviously, your safety is our main concern when it comes to these things. So we will look at, you know, wherever you're living in terms of, you know, in terms of, I don't know, for travel, for example. And if you're concerned about any of this aspect going into work, we will look at these for you, create the action plan. And just in a while, I'll talk about independent travel training that we have through Solihull as well. At this day and age, obviously, most of the interviews are taking place over the phone, over social media portals, like what we're doing now, talking to you, my home at this current moment, you know. So we will prepare you for these things. And if you are concerned, we'll try getting you the answers. If we can't answer it, I'm sure we can find someone who will. Thank you, Tara. So I just touched on independent travel training, sorry, with Solihull. Now they can work with anyone living in Birmingham as well as Solihull on the Youth Promise Plus project. Obviously, they will go through with you virtually at this current moment. In the past, they used to come out to yourselves, give you that training by getting onto a bus, taking you to an area where you're probably interested in going to work, or even for training. Now they will work with you virtually, and hopefully we've got bus passes or day scratch cards really we can provide for you through, you know, if you need to, even like myself, with social distancing in place, we'll come out and give you this, or we can post it to your home address. So as you can see, you know, so independent travel is for people who might be concerned going out there to work or training and we've got colleagues who can help you with that. And I just wanted to introduce you to them through, sorry, Tara, if you can go to the next slide for me. These are the guys, Amber, Anna, Vicky, and Sarah. So, you know, there's also Saeed, my colleague, sits at Solihull Council as an employment development worker who goes out to try and find new work. So these are the guys you'll be working with in terms of if you are looking for Youth Promise Plus from Solihull, or if you're looking for independent travel training. So Solihull Council offer the same aspects what we do under Youth Promise Plus. Thank you. Just a quick one before we go to one of our colleagues or partner. Here's our email address and our website again. So yog@birmingham.gov.uk, and also our website www.birmingham.gov.uk. Sorry, /YPP sign up. Again, my colleague Sadia will put this in the chat box for you. So if you just want to cut and paste it so you can save it, that can be done for you too. Right, I don't want to delay any further. So what we do have now, we've got Yasmin from the Job Centre, who's going to be talking about Kickstart program. Sorry, Yasmin, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Abdul.
Excellent. Thank you. I'm going to let you speak now. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Right, good afternoon, everyone. My name's Yasmin Khan and I work for the Department for Work and Pensions in the Employer and Partnership team. I'm currently working on a new programme called Kickstart, which you may have heard of. The Kickstart scheme is a 6-month paid job with a local employer, which is funded by the government. It will provide fully funded opportunities for you to get experience of working for an employer. The details for the Kickstart scheme was announced by Rishi Sunak, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, last summer, and it's expected that this programme will offer thousands of job opportunities over the next few years. And to show their commitment to Kickstart, the government has set aside a £2 million pot of money to fully fund these positions with businesses and employers across the UK. Jobs from the Kickstart scheme will be open to young people looking for work between the ages of 16 to 24 who are claiming universal credit and could be potentially at risk of long-term unemployment. So let me tell you a bit about how this actually works. So employers who want to take part in Kickstart will share their details of their job opportunities with the Job Centre. The work coaches in the Job Centre will be able to match their customers to these jobs. They will do this either in their work search review appointment, which could be on the phone more often than not at the moment, or in some cases face to face, and also by sending details through the customer's journal. Candidates would then need to apply for the Kickstart opportunities, and if successful, will be invited by the employer for a job interview. So it would be like a proper recruitment process, and then the employer would then select who they'd like to take on. The government will fund these job opportunities for 6 months at the national minimum wage for 25 hours per week. They will also pay the associated employer national insurance contributions and any employer minimum automatic enrolment contributions. So what we're hoping for is that by having this job opportunity, it will give the young person some really valuable paid work experience. In addition to building confidence and skills, it will make it possible for young people to move into work when the 6 months come to an end. If during the 6-month period, whilst you're on the placement and you find long-term work with another employer, we would consider this is like a great job outcome. So you don't necessarily need to stay with that employer and get a job with them. If it's not available, you can look at other employers to work with. And the idea is to sort of move the young person forward into employment. So once you're on the scheme, the employer, or what we call a Kickstart Gateway organisation, would also provide some ongoing support to the young person by offering mentoring support, developing the young person's employability skills, and also by helping them to understand the sector they're working in. Anyone who's interested in a job opportunity through Kickstart will need to have a good CV prepared, and as the employer will want to see this, so it's really important, if you're interested in Kickstart vacancies or opportunities, make sure that your CV is good to go. If you haven't already, I would actually recommend that you get someone to cast a critical eye over your CV. After all, in many ways, your CV is your passport to work, and there might be some changes that you could make to your CV which could show all your skills, abilities and previous experience in more of a positive way. I'd also like to let you know that we've been working very closely the last couple of weeks with National Career Service with regards to a new service that will be available, and is available as of yesterday. So they will be providing young people one-to-one support to improve their chances of securing a Kickstart job by preparing them for the selection process. So if you need support to apply for a Kickstart vacancy, including help with completing your Kickstart application forms, CVs, interview preparation, then please contact your work coach and ask them to book an interview with National Career Service for you, okay? NCS also, as part of the offer, will provide ongoing support, so it's not only preparation support they will be providing, but whilst you're on the placement, a lot of people sort of struggle once they go into employment with sort of confidence issues, you know, working in a new company, a new environment, and they're happy to support and mentor you through that process. And post placement support, once you come to the end of the 6 months, if you haven't actually gone into a job with that employer, they will help match you into other suitable vacancies after you've been upskilled. Okay, so for anyone who's not too sure, needs some advice and guidance, contact your work coach and they can book you on a one-to-one session with a careers advisor from National Career Service. Also, if you just want to have a look and you want to find out more information about the Kickstart scheme, if you go on to gov.uk or at the Job Health site, you'll be able to get to see some promotional material there. So you just Google gov.uk and put Kickstart in the search box, or Google Job Help, which is one word, and it will look at the section on help for under 25s. So basically, just to recap and give you some key points again about Kickstart, it's 6 months paid job opportunity for 16 to 24-year-olds, which a government is providing the funding for. You can access these job opportunities if you're claiming universal credit. You will be referred to them through your work coach, who will talk to you about the range of Kickstart jobs available and send details through on your online journal. You'll need to apply for the opportunities and then you'll be invited to attend an interview. So it's also worth mentioning that you can apply for more than one job at any one time. It's expected that the scheme will run until the summer of 2022. So the last 6 months placement for our young people would start sort of November 2021. We've already had a considerable amount of interest from employers who are keen to employ young people through the Kickstart scheme, and they're offering a range of jobs. So keep in contact with your work coach and look out for these opportunities. I think it'd be worth sort of just pointing out at the moment, we have got over 100 vacancies that are actually on our universal credit system that would suit young people with little or no experience, where full training will be given. But we've also got other job opportunities that may suit graduates. There's quite a few came on yesterday to sort of work in either a law firm, accountancy, that sort of thing. So that would probably suit, you know, sort of people at graduate level. But also we've got a number of home working positions that are available. So for anyone who's got concerns about the current sort of climate situation that we're in, if you want to work but you don't feel confident to actually go out and do the job, there are home working positions available. So anyone who's got any interest or want more information about Kickstart, speak to your work coach in the first instance. And that's about it from me. So thank you everyone for your time, and then I'll hand you back to Abdul. Thank you very much.
Hello guys. Like I said to you, obviously this is a great provision, as I keep mentioning. Obviously now we've got council as well coming on board to deliver some training, as well as hopefully we should be able to tell you a bit more about the digital marketing and administrative positions as well. So watch this space, you know, there is a lot happening around this. And like I said, Princess Trusted is involved in this, and there's a few other partners we're all working with it, especially as Yasmin just mentioned, if you're aged between up to the age of 24, really, sorry, the employers are coming in thick and fast, and we're looking for people like yourselves to come on, and hopefully we can get you out there to work in this during difficult times anyway. So I'm just going to go back to the next slide. Sorry, Tara, if you can move that for me. I'm just going to put this on for you guys. We've got Sarah from CITB talking, well, she's coming in to speak about the construction opportunities they've got with Go Construction program. Sarah, are you there?
Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yep, it seems okay.
Yep. Oh, good. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So thanks for the introduction. My name's Sarah, and I work for the Construction Industry Training Board. So what that means is that we work with lots of employers, and we have a main focus on careers and the opportunities within construction that you may not have thought about, that are available to you, and how you really get into the roots of construction. So today, that's what I want to discuss with you, and I'm happy to take any questions at the end of the session today. If you email those to Abdul, or obviously Abdul will be giving my contact details, you can email me directly. So really, with regards to the construction industry, I think the main focus at the moment is if we look at apprenticeships and how you get into apprenticeships and what that looks like for you to be able to take opportunities and to have a really good career in construction through going via the apprenticeship route. The apprenticeship, for those of you that may have heard what an apprenticeship might be, just to clarify, an apprenticeship is where you will still go into college or go with a learning provider for 1 day a week, and you are then doing 4 days a week with your employer. So that could be on site, in an office, depending on what type of construction apprenticeship it is that you're doing. So it's full time. It's classed as full-time even though you go to college 1 day a week, and you are paid. Okay, so you will be paid a wage during that apprenticeship, and then you develop your skills and you get a level 2 or a level 3 qualification at the end of it. And that the level 2 and the level 3 qualifications vary. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about that today, but where you've got your GCSEs, you may have done really well on your GCSEs, so we could look at those opportunities. You may need to revisit maths and English as part of that apprenticeship programme, which is where really we can work with you, but you could still go on to do an apprenticeship as long as you're willing to look at maths and English again whilst you're learning. So you can have a successful career. Okay, and we do work with lots of different construction companies across Birmingham and all of the West Midlands, and that could be, as has been mentioned, we might have HS2 or the Commonwealth Games. You might want to go into house building, building stadiums. There's so much opportunity in Birmingham at the moment, and employers really do want you to apply for the apprenticeship positions that they have for you. And like I say, you can still go to college as well. So it's really important that you know, you think about apprenticeships and how they can support you in getting more qualifications or starting off in qualifications as well. So the types of apprenticeships that are available, everyone seems to think, we talk a lot when we think about apprenticeships as maybe bricklaying or painting and decorating, and that's absolutely fabulous because they are in construction, but we do have craft apprenticeships as well that you may not have thought about. So there's some of the ones that I really wanted to pick up with you today. So it could be that it's ceiling fixer, it could be that, you know, demolition, so you like seeing buildings and those big buildings that are brought down so that we can then use that land once the demolition has happened and build something new on it because a building was unsafe, so structurally that's been taken down. So you've got demolition operatives, floor layers. Obviously, if you think of all buildings, stadiums, houses, we always need obviously walkways and floor laying obviously is really important on all buildings. And then we've got form worker, and this is one again that a lot of people wouldn't necessarily think about, but we've got the mastic asphalters as well. So they're really looking at waterproofing buildings and making sure surfaces are durable. And then you've got painting and decorator, plant operator, so the machinery on site, so much machinery is used, and some of that plant machinery is now done as well through digitalisation. So you could be using a remote control and working plant from simulation. So there's so much to think about in construction. It's not necessarily just the trade areas that you may know, such as brick or painting and decorating. We've got plastering, roof slaters and tilers, scaffolders, shop fitters, steeplejack and stonemason as well. So they're just some of the ones that you may know, but I've also put in there some that you may not have thought about as well. So we have such a variety of skills and needs in construction, so I hope some of those you may want to ask questions about or find out more information about as we go through the presentation today. With construction as well, we have so many women that work in construction, so girls that you may not have thought do jobs such as plant mechanics. So we've got Chantal, who always had a bit of a fascination with machinery, and she'd sent her CV to, I'm sure which some of you may have done, to 50 companies, and she felt she was just never going to get an apprenticeship, and she worried about, was she not getting the opportunities because in plant machinery on an apprenticeship because she was a woman, and that really just wasn't the case. We really push the vacancies to say, for women to come into construction, girls come into construction. It's a fantastic opportunity. And really, with regards to, you learn the same knowledge and exactly the same skill sets as well, being a woman in construction. So again, the opportunities are there for everybody. It's not a man's world. It's obviously, construction is for absolutely everybody. So just wanted to let you know Chanel's story with regards to her going on to plant mechanics. Okay, so the technical aspect of apprenticeships in construction. So these are more the higher level apprenticeships. So it could be you really like designing, so you could go into design, you could go into surveying, or site civil engineering and building control. You could go into construction as a buyer. You want to be buying materials or estimating costs. So if you're good with maths, it could be estimating or planning, and the site technical support as well. And again, digitalisation in construction. So the reason I've brought those for you to think about as well is because it's not, again, when people think of construction, we just think of those trade areas, carpenters, bricklayers, plasterers. So I'm really just trying to open your mind to get an understanding in a snapshot that I've got today, really, to allow you to go away and think about some of this information, and then obviously come back to me if you need further clarification on any of this. But we do have technical apprenticeships, and these are the kind of routes how you can really get into, if you're good at maybe designing but you'd not thought about construction, and buying and estimating. It's all there for you to take on the opportunities that these big contractors and medium-sized businesses and small businesses do have for you across Birmingham. So again, I've touched on some of the higher levels. So you could start on an apprenticeship on a level 2. So you'd do 2 years. You would then go on to level 3, okay, if you wanted to. And again, you can then also go on again to level 4 and level 5. So you're looking at some of the HNC, the the progression routes in construction, whether you start as a painter and decorator, is absolutely endless. You can go into management, so you've got site supervisory, site management. All these opportunities are there for you. You don't have to come in at the top. You can start coming in at a level that suits you, that you're comfortable with, and obviously then you can grow and you can obviously move up into the different areas more at your pace. Or if you have the criteria to come in at level 4 straight onto a HNC higher apprenticeship, you can do that as well, but it's just to give you all options of what's available to you. Just going to move past some of those. Okay, so with regards to the qualities for an apprentice, what are employers looking for? Okay, so if you've got good practical skills, if you're going into some of those trade areas that I've talked about, are you a good communicator? You know, can you solve problems? Punctuality and reliability. You're working on big sites, they're vast. You know, are you reliable? You're working with lots of different people in lots of different areas of departments that obviously work in construction. So we're looking really for team players as well, and really it's just about wanting to learn and wanting to take your apprenticeship at your pace and develop, you know, as you go along with the job and learning all of the practical skills as you go. So apprenticeships, we've mentioned curriculum writers today with regards to your CVs. So it's really important that you do have a CV that you can send. It's good to have a cover letter. Why do you want to do the apprenticeship? And obviously be able to know where to look for vacancies as well. So we have a website which is called Go Construct. So it's really important if you have any questions or you're looking to go into construction, if you go on to Go Construct, that will also help you. You can do what's called our personality quiz. So you do the quiz, and then what that quiz will do is from your answers, so there's questions in there about Love Island and all different things that may appeal to you or may not, but you can do the quiz, and what that will do is through your answers that are non-construction related, through the answers it will bring up a variety of jobs in construction that suit the way that you've answered that personality quiz for you. So that is on our website, which is called Go Construct, and that also has lots and lots of information about construction, about how much you can be paid in construction for some of those jobs that we've talked about as an apprentice. So apprentices in construction do earn above the standard national apprenticeship wage across nationally in England. So to do an apprenticeship in construction, you are paid well as well, so that is worth looking at as well. But that, and there's all those different jobs that support that. So if you go onto the Go Construct website, that will be able to give you that information as well. You can also get work experience, and we discussed that on Go Construct. And if you are interested in work experience, there's lots of employers that, you know, do support work experience and will do site tours. And if you speak to myself, or if you contact us through Go Construct, then we would be able to help you and put you in touch with national careers and different agencies that we work with, that and employers that should be able to support that for you, because it's really good again to put on your CV to show that how keen you are, really you've been involved in construction, you know, through work experience, if that was something that you was thinking about. So again, we've talked about level 2, level 3, level 4, and these, you know, you can start at level 2 and slowly progress your way right up to degree level throughout your construction career journey. Okay. Thanks for listening today. We don't have time for questions straight away, but if you do have, if there's anything that you want more information on, please do get in touch with me or feed that back to mentors that can obviously get that information to me. And also, if you visit the www.goconstruct.org, you will find lots and lots of construction material on there that can help you with your apprenticeship and your career journey. And thanks so much for listening, and have a great day. Stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much. Right, so again, like I say, that's CITB with Go Construct. You've probably heard a lot of information there for the, the training provisions they've got in place, the employment opportunities that are available to you guys. So please get in touch with us. Obviously, Sarah's also mentioned about the website, and I'm sure we can put this on the chat box for you as well. Right, just wanted to quickly move on and give you some information regarding the two partners I talked about, which is Better Pathways and Princess Trust. So I'm just going to quickly tell you about Better Pathways. Now, what they offer at this current moment, like I said, it's up to, I think, 12 weeks provision for you to get support with health issues like mental health, anxiety, and if you got any of those things and you're concerned, look, join us on the YPP program. We will do a one-to-one action plan with yourself, and then we'll have a three-way meeting with Better Pathways with one of the guys to see if we can help you. And again, look, it is up to yourselves. If you feel as though you need someone to talk to, first and foremost, we can always put you through to these guys, and they can discuss a wraparound mental health support through one of it. So if you can, sorry, I was just going to say, go to the next slide for us. These are the guys. I just thought I'll give you some names and faces to these names, just so you can familiarize yourself with the guys if you are interested. I've worked with Steve before in the past. Seriously, a great guy. He used to be a trainer, and he's got some great techniques that he can work with you on a one-to-one level. And we've got obviously the other guys, which is Monique and Letitia, and like I said, you guys, these guys can help you through your journey to become job ready. If you can go to the next slide for me, please. Right, this next slide, it is all about how obviously they can address your barriers. So if you were to look closely on the issues that, for example, behavior issues, anxiety. So, if you're thinking, and there's another program which they probably use on mindfulness. Mindfulness is all about doing those little things when you're at home, especially now. I know you may not have done knitting before. This is a program that I went in the past, you see. And I sat around just simple things like knitting with someone else, we're talking in a group. It just opens up a conversation, So there's some great techniques these guys use, and you probably never imagined that you'd do such a thing, and then you might enjoy it. So there's some techniques that these guys have individually that they can obviously address it to yourself. Next slide for me, please, Tara. Now, journey for people that are on the Youth Promise Plus project. So I just wanted to put this slide on for you guys so you can see the steps that we would take. Again, I've quickly gone through it from the journey of you joining us, having a three-way conversation with, like I said, with Steve or Letitia, one of the other guys from Better Pathways, and then obviously working alongside Youth Promise Plus project to get you job ready or even for training as well. Okay, Tara, next slide, please. Again, like I say to you, this is just, written in stone, really. So what we would do, so if you feel anxious or, if you feel as though you can't approach us yourself, please, you're more than welcome. We can always have a conversation with one of your family members or someone you trust to be there with you while you talk to us virtually or with a phone, first and foremost, so you can familiarize with us. Okay, thank you. The next slide for me, please, Tara. Just a quick one. I know we've been going for a while now, just in case, for those of you guys who may have lost contact, or you didn't understand something, or you want more information, this is our contact details. So yog@birmingham.gov.uk, or our website, that's birmingham.gov.uk/YPP sign up. Right, so Princess Trust. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with this program with Princess Trust. they've got other aspects as well, get into programs that works alongside Youth Promise Plus itself. So just want to highlight some of the provisions that they've got. So Tara, if you can go to the next slide, please. We've got Trish, guys, who will talk about obviously who are Prince's Trust and take over from this now as well.
Thank you very much.
Go ahead, Trish. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Abdul, Sadia, and Tara once again. So hello, everyone. This is Tish from the Prince's Trust. I am a youth worker at the Trust, and we are just going to give you a brief overview of what we are about. So we were set up by Prince Charles. We are currently the leading UK youth charity. We support young people up to 30 years old, and we help young people move into education, employment, or training through our various programs, basically. Next slide, please. We thought it would be worth mentioning our coronavirus support hub, where you can find useful resources. So please head out to our website to find out more. Next slide, please. Now I'm just going to cover a few of our programs. So we try to cater to different types of young people. So if you have different interests, please pay attention to what I'm about to say, because there might be something for you. First up, we have Get Started with Creative Thinking coming up on the 19th of February. So are you a creative? Then this program is for you. If you're interested in different art forms, this program will help you harness your creative mindset and build confidence around creating and devising. Then at the end of the month, more specifically on the 24th of Feb, we have a Get Started with Fitness. So if you're interested in sports, come and try this fun course. Then another Get Started. Get Starteds are overall are short programs in which you just try a different thing or something you're interested in, and then after you get one-to-one support to move into your desired outcome. So we've got another one called Get Started with Nail Art. So you learn different nail art techniques to help you secure a job in a nail bar, and this one is great. So it's coming up on the 22nd of February. Then we've got Get Hired or / Get Ready to Work, in which we provide free training to help you find work, includes specialist talks with corporate volunteers. So last time we had corporate volunteers from HSBC, Oracle, and Accenture with us. So it's a great program to boost your employability skills. And the next workshop is starts on the 23rd of February, and it runs until the 25th. And these programs specifically will be more around construction and digital skills. So if you're interested in that, you'll have the opportunity to talk to Kier and the development manager. Next up, if you're interested in starting your own business, come and try out our enterprise program. So this is for young people who want to start their own business. You get business advice, mentor support, and a chance to apply for funding. The next Explore Enterprise course is on the 16th of February, and it runs for 2 days, and you'll need to attend an information session before the course. Next up, we've got Virtual Explore. So this is a great program if you feel like you're not quite work ready at the moment, or if you need help with just reviewing and updating your CV, develop your skills, confidence, and motivation to receive help and basically find work, the ultimate goal. There are 2 sessions per week for 2 weeks, followed by ongoing individual support. So this is common at the Trust. Whenever you attend a program, you get one-to-one support after. So the next induction session is on the 12th of February, so this Friday, and we are still recruiting. Okay, so just give it a think. Then next slide, please. Last but not least, I would like just to mention our health and social care world or sector at the Trust. So we've got various programs to help you if you are interested in health and social care. We've got a longer program, that usually runs for 8 weeks. You get hands-on training and work experience to help you find work in health and social care. It's usually held at University Hospital of Birmingham, and there are live vacancies with employers available. The next taster day is on the 23rd of February, and the program starts on the 12th of March. If you are under 18 or if you feel like working in a clinical setting is not for you, don't worry. We've got mentoring support in health and social care as well. So you get a mentor to help you find, apply, and maintain jobs in the health and social care sector. Lastly, how do you get in touch with us? You can call our customer service team on 0800-842-842. I'll repeat that, 0800-842-842, or visit our website at apprenticeships.org.uk, or a good old Google search will do as well. So just Google Princess Trust and you'll find our website and our number as well. So yeah, thank you so much for listening to me this morning, and I am open to any questions you might have at the end. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Trish. Now it's glad that you've come on board to explain about Princess Trust. I mean, who's better to do so than obviously Princess Trust themselves? Well, without further ado, I want to introduce Chris, Harry, and Brony. I think we've got also from Digital Innovators, who have got a seriously great opportunities for you guys. So please listen out for them. All right. Hello, how are you guys?
Hi, Abdul.
Hi, Abdul. How are we doing? Good stuff. Am I okay to
Welcome.
share the presentation with everyone at this moment?
Yes, you can take over.
Fantastic. Can I just confirm that that's popped up?
Can only see you, Harry.
Okay, is this
I will sort that out for you. Here you go. That should be there.
fantastic? Great stuff. So thanks everyone for hopping on. It was great to kind of listen to everyone else's various programs that are going on. Really great to hear that there's so much going on to try and support you all in this what can be quite a difficult time. And Digital Innovators are no different. We're here to kind of help you all and help you through this tough situation in which a lot of us kind of find ourselves in. So I'm going to try and sit back for 2 minutes and just let this video play, which can kind of give a brief introduction into who we are and what we are here to do. So
I've learned more on who I want to be and what I want to be through this experience.
I thought it was going to be the exact same as my course. Just sat down to be completely different things. It was all very hands-on, fun, silly games that also sort of taught us teamwork and collaboration.
It's changed how I perceive things and sort of how I perceive myself at the time, because
I was back in the classroom, corner of the classroom, didn't want to speak a word. I mean, I really sort of broke out my shell, I think. Like, I'm much more confident now.
Our mission is very simple, and that's to put as many young people under 24 into employment as we can.
We've designed a unique and comprehensive course that enables you to discover your true ability and unleash your inner strength. You'll prove to yourself the skills that you actually have and prepare yourself for the world of work.
I know now what I have to do in order to achieve my goals.
So cheers for that, guys. So who are we? Well, so Digital Innovators, we're an award-winning team that specialise in helping young people get access to employment. So we don't necessarily sit here and tell you that there's opportunity here and put you in the right place. What we believe in giving you the right skills and give you the right tools to really push on throughout life, and not just things that will get you the job that you need tomorrow, but also the job that you dream of and the job that you will really be passionate about in your future. So the way that our course works is that we work directly with employers, in which they tell us what they want from future recruits. So this could be anything from digital tools to leadership qualities to project management, all across the board. And what our program does is we give you hands-on experience with working with employees on live business projects that they really use within their working world. And alongside this, we give you an employability skills program, which is taught by our award-winning team on everything from from these digital tools to project management. So what are we here to offer you? Well, what we're here to offer you is the free chance to be part of an 11-week program. This 11-week program, completely free of charge to yourselves, that you learn directly from experienced business leaders. So we work with huge organisations such as the NHS, West Midlands Police, BNP Personal Finance, and a whole broad selection of employers, and you work directly with them. So we really look to bring out these interpersonal skills that I think Sarah mentioned earlier on that a lot of employers are looking for, and we really give you the opportunity to test yourself in that situation and push yourself more. We look finally, within this entire 11-week process, to actually land you into a job. So we currently are going through our second cohort with students like yourself, in which we are working with a real variety of amazing projects, many of which I'm very happy to say, they're only 3 weeks into the project and they have already been offered permanent roles with employers, which is absolutely fantastic. And these are the opportunities that we can really push onto yourself. So the 3-week initial part of the program is developing core digital skills. So we go through your own personal branding, we talk about leadership, we go through digital skills and programming. So we teach you, we do classes on 3D design, virtual reality, augmented reality, website design, and then we also go down to the more interpersonal skills such as problem solving and project management and people management. Once we go through the 3 weeks, it's then an 8-week project program in which you are working directly with a single employer on delivering a project for themselves. So this ranges from website designs to app development to rebrandings of businesses. So there's really huge opportunities, and there's a real diverse range of skills that you can really test and put yourself to. You may have seen in that video just before the lovely face of Chris. So Chris is a former student and has been through this program. So I'm just going to pass over to himself to kind of give a little insight into what the program actually is from a perspective of a student.
Thanks a lot, Harry. Yep, so hi guys, I'm Chris Kennedy. I'm an ex-Digital Innovators student and current employee of Digital Innovators. I'm a junior project manager apprentice. And essentially, I'm just going to quickly walk you through my experience with the whole course and how it's been. So I first joined around 2 or 3 years ago. I joined the program sort of fed up with normal education. I really hated sitting in front of whiteboards. I hated listening to people talk for 2 hours on end. So I was sort of expecting, I was going to join this program for a week and then sort of quit because I thought it was going to be the same. I found out that on completely the contrary. It was very hands-on. It taught me a lot of skills that I think today I wouldn't actually have been taught without Digital Innovators, being in school. And yeah, so when I actually joined the program, I first started on a project called the Comrade Challenge. So essentially what this was a challenge given to us by the people at Comrade, a very prestigious university group in America. And essentially what they told us was they wanted us and a group of other people from groups of other people from all over the world to build the classroom of the future, so to say. Now that was all we were given. We weren't given any sort of specifics. We were just told to do that, which at first we were kind of scared of, but actually after a while we realized that it was such a broad horizon that we could sort of pick and do whatever we want. To cut a long story short, after quite a bit of hard work with the rest of my peers and my team, we ended up actually presenting our idea at the Excel Centre in London for the BET education show. In front of all these really high up people from Google to HP to Smart, the people who make the whiteboards, Microsoft, all of these big companies and all of these sort of C-suite, high up executives. And I'll be completely honest, I don't think I would have had that opportunity if it wasn't for Digital Innovators. It's completely built my confidence. Before actually joining the course, I wouldn't have been able to, speak to anyone like this, let alone just one-on-one conversations. And yeah, after that, they employed me, and I've been on a course to be a junior project manager apprentice for about just over a year now, and it's been a great experience. I've never stopped learning throughout, and yeah, I think that's around about it. Thanks, Harry.
Fantastic. Cheers for that, Chris. So that's just kind of an insight into the way that things change, and we do support people. We think that in order for you to find meaningful employment, which is what we really strive to, is we need to give you the confidence and the tools to be able to do that. We believe that finding meaningful employment will be lifelong rather than short term, and that will make you so much more engaged with the world around you, and actually push you to the levels that you're actually capable, which we all are of. And just kind of a bit of an insight, some of the projects that we're working on at the moment includes everything from virtual reality designs for the Commonwealth Games to this is currently ones that are happening, to the distribution of 5 million food packages across the UK. So there is a huge array of different projects that you can be involved in, many of which will radicalize your CV and also your experiences. I just want to kind of summarize and say that we are actually offering everyone on this call a free taster session. So this Thursday, there is a free session in which you can come and engage. You can be a part of it. I will be there. I'll be running the session in which we'll kind of show you what the Digital Innovators program is. So before, I know that 11 weeks may seem like a long time. 11 weeks, first of all, can change your life. And second of all, is that this hour-long little taster session can really give you an insight into what it is that we do and how we can help you. So if there's, I'm sure Abdul will be able to, if I send over the Eventbrite, we'll be able to get it posted out to yourselves. And if anyone has any questions, please fire them over. And just as a final little point, the next program will be running on the week commencing the 30th of March. So if anyone is interested, we have that window to try and get you sorted onto it. But apart from that, thanks a lot for that, Abdul. Appreciated.
Thanks, Abdul.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you, guys. It's always great to have you guys on board. Seriously.
Hi, Abdul. Yeah, we do have a few questions, but I'm just conscious of the time. So for anyone who has sent in a question, who's emailed us, we will individually reply to you this afternoon and just send you any information of all the providers that have been on the session today.
So guys, thank you for that, Sadia. Right, well, just wanted to say very quickly, thank you to everyone. Our video will be available on the YouTube, and there will be a survey that will come out to you guys. So if you can kindly complete this survey for us and return it, it's just so you can improve on our services. And again, if there's any questions that you guys would like to ask, whether it's Sarah, or there's Chris or Harry from Digital Innovators, or whether it's even for Yasmin at the Job Centre for Kickstart program, or for Better Pathways or Princess Trust, or even us, please get in touch with us. Thank you. Thank you again, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abdul.